Alright, cool. We got one note card here to help me kind of follow along my speech. Got a couple of notes on the computer. Don't know if that's allowed or not. But go ahead and get started here with my speech. If you ever dreamed about being a CEO, rich and famous, or maybe a wealthy business owner, today eBay is one of the largest auction sites where you're able to sell, buy, or trade products. With that being said, with that being the largest website in the world, you're able to utilize the tools such as your cell phone to upload pictures and sell executive toys such as Lamborghinis, Gulfstream jets, and for the faint-hearted, sometimes those adorable pets. Instead of having to clean out the garage once a month, I, myself, have been able to make up to $500 selling what most people dread as trash. The saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. This also is true by not having to leave the house or spending those extra chore times cleaning out the garage. Not enough people are aware of the tools eBay provides that give you the opportunity to sell these CEO toys or how to buy and trade items. You too could turn around and make an easy profit without leaving your home and avoiding the honey-do list. One of the major concerns with most people or have to encounter is when they're physically going to shopping, they have to deal with the crowds, which can be an overwhelming experience to any shopper. In fact, 1 out of 5 customers may become irritated with dealing with crowds in the shopping environment. That's over 2 million people alone on Black Friday. CNN reports this past week on Cyber Monday 2 males getting in a fight over a video game in the store. Of course it was the last video game. But do you really want to put yourself in a situation? Do you really want this to happen to you? Did I even mention that people are poor citizens such as grandmas are being taken advantage of while shopping? Over 20,000 people have their property stolen or broken into over the holidays, including the Christmas break. For example, in 2009, an elderly woman's purse was snatched and the grandma was violated due to public greed. Are you always second-guessing yourself whether or not to hang your belongings and lock your car doors as you go into a shopping center such as Target to shop? Shopping in general can be a hassle and physically and mentally challenging. Only a couple of days ago, as I went to the mall here in Waco, I was assisted by an annoying sales rep in the mall trying to sell me unwanted hand lotion and curling irons. Of course, I was going to a mall for a particular item, but I found it extremely annoying that I had to deal with the sales rep versus going online and just getting exactly what I wanted without having to do any kind of communications with people. Now that the holidays are approaching, you are more bombarded with the Salvation Army ringing bells. Me personally, I don't feel guilty about not donating money, but I do have that weird guilty by if you don't donate money and you're in a tight spot, it puts additional stress on you over the holidays. Sometimes if you're in a bad mood and you're stressed out and the Salvation Army is out there ringing bells, it only makes you more and more frustrated. Now that you've seen how miserable in-store shopping can be, eBay can make a huge difference. Unfortunately, there are many misconceptions about the site which hinder people from using it. One of the major concerns is selling or buying products on eBay and later having to dealing with the shipping. eBay has made it more user-friendly to avoid these issues by partnering up with UPS, FedEx, and the postal system. A lot of the times you can charge these prices back to the buyer and you don't ever have to pay out of pocket for this. The seller can charge these handling fees back to the buyer and for packing materials, boxes, and tapes, and you never have to be out of pocket for these small items. In most cases, creating an online account is free, which also helps make tracking packages easy and almost effortless. Another great deal about having eBay is a lot of people become worried about having to shell out those personal expenses, not only with like shipping, but just personal expenses like buying boxes. The buyer can simply pay for the shipping of their choice, and you as the seller, the only thing you really have to do is hit print and ship off the shipping label. Most listings are free, but some transactions do have a fee, which are based upon the total percentage price of whatever you make. Typically, this is only pennies on the dollar. One of the other safety things that eBay puts into motion is people never really have to worry about never receiving the products. If you win a bid or if you buy an item on eBay, you can ensure that you will receive your product. eBay automatically places a hold on any transactions to ensure that the buyer receives all their product. In most cases, when you're buying from people, they also produce a customer feedback where other customers can leave a rating on that particular buyer or seller. This gives the customer information based upon that information of that seller or buyer on how well they've actually been doing. Have they met all of the transactions? Are the shipping always on time? Is it early? Is the service bad? These informations that are relayed back to you can give you an information about the buyer. Sometimes when you're buying stuff with franchises, you don't really have that opportunity or those options at your fingertips, whether it may be a Mexican mafia or somebody that's not doing well business. You don't really have any idea who the major store owners are. eBay gives you that opportunity. Not only to mention, eBay also provides free lawyer and a free lawyer service in the event it becomes necessary for the people who do try to cheat the system. eBay is also more than happy to step up into any altercation that may arise between a buyer and seller, and so if you don't want to deal with it, eBay is more than happy to step in as long as you're within the guidelines and rules of eBay. These are also easy to find on their website. Having all this at your fingertips can empower you to be more efficient in your shopping and also buying techniques. Now that you know how easy and simple eBay is, I encourage you to try it for yourself. It takes seconds to take pictures of another man's treasure and become a worldwide CEO. Of course, I'm stretching the truth just a little bit, but really the tools are so simple. There's apps for almost all the phones out there, whether it be Apple, Microsoft. You can download almost any app for eBay. If you've never tried eBay, I definitely encourage you to give it a try and see how much profit you can make by going online and registering for your free account. You too could probably start turning a profit in a matter of seconds and avoiding that honey-do list. I know for me personally, I will be doing lots of shopping and sending packages over the Christmas holiday. That also gives you something to think about when money is tight during the holidays.